Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. The Chancellor, Umma University, Dr. Abbas Gulaid, members of the Board of Trustees, with the Secretary General present here, Dr. Ismail Hassan, the Chairman of Council, joining us all the way from Kuwait, Dr. Abdul Rahman Al-Muhailan, members of Umma University Council, present here, and those who are joining us remotely, staff and students of Umma University, graduates, parents, friends and family of graduates. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and good morning. Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure and delight to welcome you all to the third congregation of Umma University for the purposes of conferring degrees and awarding diplomas and certificates to our 2020 graduates. Some of our esteemed members of Board of Trustees and members of Council are joining us digitally from many different localities in the globe. The entire family of Direct Aid, our gracious sponsor of this university, are also tuned in from Kuwait headquarters, and believe it or not, in over 30 regional offices in Africa. Mr. Chancellor, in the year 2019-2020 academic year, we are pleased to present to you a total of 443 students who have satisfied the Senate for the award of various qualifications for which they enrolled, studied, trained, and qualified. Among them, we have 337 students from the School of Business and Technology. We also have 94 students from the School of Sharia and Islamic Studies. We have 12 from the School of Nursing. We have a fairly good balance in gender. A number of them have joined us on Zoom and other platforms, averaging about 55% males and 45% females. Let me take this early opportunity to congratulate all 443 graduates. Well done, and I pray and wish you well in your future endeavors. Mr. Chancellor, as we can see from the congregation, this is the third cohort of students who are graduating from Umma University, bringing the total number after we have added 443 to 1,940 students who have graduated from Umma University since we attained letter of interim authority in 2013. And the 443 will be the first ones to graduate since we attained our charter. However, I would like to state, Chancellor, that there's a larger group of alumni who are apparently more passionate and more fiercely loyal to Umma University. And these are the students who graduated from the Thika College of Islamic and Sharia Studies since 1997, the mother institution that gave rise and birth to Umma University. The mandate and objectives of any higher institution, Mr. Chancellor, are universal and revolve around several aspects. First and foremost, our great responsibility is to do teaching, training, mentoring, and transferring knowledge to the younger generation to prepare them for the job market and their future endeavors. Secondly is to undertake research, to create and disseminate new knowledge, to offer knowledge-based solutions to problems afflicting society and humanity in totality, as well as conduct consultancies. Thirdly, a university must do community outreach, corporate social responsibility, and giving back to society. Finally, any university worth its salt must contribute tangibly to the national development goals of the country and the global SDGs or MDGs. Despite the disruptions occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic, Chancellor, we have continued with teaching and learning through online remote teaching. We have also installed a platform for access to our library resources. Evidently, though, The adoption of e-learning is not without its own challenges. About 30% of our students are still not able to access the learning platform for challenges that are not of their own making. Some of our staff as well have difficulties in accessing the learning platform. However, by and large, over 70% of the teaching and learning is ongoing. My gratitude to the academic members of staff who have worked tirelessly and who have adopted so quickly to the e-learning platform, as well as our resilient students who have managed to join the online platform. Mr. Chancellor, over the years, enrollment of students continues to steadily rise at Umma University. We've also added additional study programs, and in September, we'll be joined by another 498 government-sponsored students through the Kenya University Central Placement Board. In 2019, we also initiated the Masters in Business Administration and Bachelor of Education Arts to our new educational programs. Already 2 cohorts of MBA have been admitted, and we are now also at the 3rd cohort for Bachelor of Education Arts. Our signature course that we want to introduce is Islamic and Sharia Studies, and that is just about to be approved. Chancellor, we have also accomplished numerous research projects as well as local and international partnerships, workshops, seminars, conferences, too many to list in such a brief ceremony. Some of these partnerships do include the Ivy Business School, Western University in Canada, Nagasaki University in Japan. However, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, a number of students and lecturers who are supposed to visit us will not be able to do so this year. Chancellor, I would like to pay great tribute to the Africa Educational Development Trust, who have signed an MOU with the Direct Aid International, as well as Umma University, to provide a unique higher education financing, the Umma University Students Support Program. We are also grateful to IIT, this International Institute of Islamic Thought, who have sponsored 2 of our academic staff to undertake PhD from this year. Chancellor, as an Islamic faith-based university, we would like to be at the forefront to provide knowledge-based solutions to interreligious dialogue, interreligious tolerance, cohesion, and social transformation. We have a robust partnership with Tangaza University College, a constituent college of Catholic University of Eastern Africa, and together we have further partnered with Kajiado County on a number of projects on capacity building, training for community leaders, and grassroots administrators. Mr. Chancellor, integration of Islamic education in the form of madrasas to the mainstream competence-based curriculum of Kenya has been a long-standing intractable problem, not just in Kenya, but also in the region. In 2019, Umma University led a continental-wide effort towards finding durable solutions, which culminated in the largest ever international Islamic education conference that was held here in our Kajiado campus the 14th to 16th of December. And I'd like to thank the School of Islamic and Sharia Studies for organizing this. We had about 12 African countries represented and 7 other nationalities from outside Africa. We will all also recall, Chancellor, the mass transfers of secondary and primary school teachers from northern Kenyan counties as a result of insecurity. Again, this has been too often a repeated cycle. And as Umma University, we're trying our level best to see how we can come up with long-lasting solutions to this. As of now, we have signed a partnership with Wajir County Government to train about 150 teachers per year for the next 4 years. In this partnership, Umma University as well as Wajir County will provide tuition fees for the students. Mr. Chancellor, in health research, We have a number of joint projects that we are doing with a number of universities. The development of a model care for early cancer management. We also have the multi-drug resistant TB in Mombasa. Lastly, but by no means the least, Umma University has led the Islamic National Muslim COVID-19 response team, comprising of medical and public health practitioners, academics, religious scholars, imams of major mosques, and leadership of the Muslims in Kenya in general. This national COVID-19 response team is actually chaired by Professor Mohammed Karama, and we are glad that he was able to join us today for this graduation. The deliverables, as part of Umma's responsibility to this committee, has been a manual guide that gives us clear guidelines on the home-based care and infection prevention in COVID-19 positive patients. And also, there's a guide on how to inter and bury patients that have COVID-19 positive from an Islamic perspective. They are now currently working on protocols for reopening of mosques once the entire national COVID-19 steering committee accepts the report. As I conclude my remarks, Chancellor, Umma University is a member of the African Association of Universities, the Inter-Council Universities of Eastern Africa, the Kenyan Association of Private Universities, and now more lately with the Direct Aid Associated Universities Direct Aid Sponsored Universities Consortium. I would like, and I'm very pleased to announce that the first cohort of nursing students, 9 of them who graduated last year, undertook their national examinations last year, and all of them passed with flying colors. We're grateful that Umma University staff at the nursing school for a good training for our students. And to the 12 who are graduating this year, you have an uphill task because the bar has been set very high for you. As I conclude my remarks, let me once again congratulate the 2020 class. Hard work, discipline, and integrity will be your guiding light to prosperity and success, both here on earth and in the hereafter. It was a really pleasure to have you and a joy to be with you during your term at Umma. And we release you out, trusting that you have been equipped with life skills that you will need. Chancellor, it will be impossible for me to conclude and finish without explaining why we have this kind of a unique graduation ceremony today. We all remember our captivating Cabinet Secretary for Health, Honorable Mutahi Kagwe, with his booming voice. If we continue to behave normally, this disease will treat us abnormally. And so here we are today celebrating a perfectly abnormal graduation ceremony, where face masks have become part of the academic regalia, and we have sanitizers where we used to have our mineral water. However, we have recalibrated that abnormal to now what we are calling the new normal. So now this is the new normal virtual graduation that we're hosting today. Admittedly, we surely miss the fanfare, the color, the pomp, the excitement, the photo ops of graduating students and their parents. But as Theodore Roosevelt has said often, do what you can with what you have right where you are. And such is life. And today we have our first virtual graduation. Thank you, Chancellor, and God bless Umma University.